Hello and welcome back to Catch and Cook California. I'm Kevin, and today I'm here with James. James has got his own YouTube channel. Ring ring.
Oh bro, we about to eat good. This is the most beautiful bowl. To a trained eye like your boys.
I'll bring food again.
Still got the cricket. Listen to that crunch. Favorite Coachella memory ever. Whoa, stay. You are.
Stoked you're here.
Yeah, man, thanks.
He eats a lot of delicious stuff. You should go check out his channel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So today we've got a minus 1.0 low tide. That's super low. It is the last week of mussel season, so mussels are going to go into quarantine in the next week and a half, and this is the last major low tide. So we're going to forage some mussels. We're going to do some intertidal poke pulling. We're going to drop a hoop net for rock crab. We're going to talk about the antiquity of foraging, the resources we're going for today. It's going to be super fun, so stick with us.
Let's do it.
First things first, we need to load up this bag. We're gonna put some bait in here. Now, if you're wondering what is a good bait, a squid is good for your poke pull. It'll work for crabs, but since we only have one bag of squid, we're gonna use that exclusively for poke pulling and fishing. And then we've got a bag here of sardines. Sardines, mackerel, even chicken and things like that will work, but these, they're money. We'll just dump all of these into this bag right here. And what it's gonna do is, we drop this in a nice calm pool over here, and it's going to set up a nice scent trail. Just like if you were fishing for catfish, you keep casting to the same spot with your bait, that produces a scent trail, and those fish will follow it upstream and they'll find it, and hopefully you hook something. Same thing with the crab. We drop this in there and you'll actually see the fish's oils kind of dissipate throughout this tide pool. I'm looking for very, very specific structure here. I want to find big boulders that have overhangs, because that's where those rock crabs are going to be. They'll come on out when they smell something like this. They'll accumulate near this bag and they'll try to get the bait, and then we'll pull this thing up and hopefully bring in some crab. All right. There we go. So James has just tied this little knot right here. That's going to keep the crabs from coming in and grabbing it. Now we're going to take the tag in and we're going to feed that into the trap through here, out here, and we're going to clip it to the bag so this stays in one spot right in the center of the trap. Yep, slip it down deep and then keep your hand on that rope and just tie it to that. And now we're going to walk away from this and let it do its thing. So I definitely want to keep my shoulder oriented so that my eyes are parallel with the ocean and the shore. That way I'm keeping one eye on it. You can see some of the swells out here are actually pretty darn big. But luckily we've got a whole bunch of reef right in here that's protecting this area. So I'm still going to keep one eye on the water, not turning my back to it unless I'm way, way, way up there, way closer to shore. But if you get a sneaker wave, it can come over the top and hit you. If it pushes you and you hit your head, you will drown out here. That's not what I'm trying to do. Be safe. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going way back in there. I like this hole a lot. Something stripped my bait. Yeah, occasionally there will be little rockfish and things in here that are not really big enough to keep, but yeah, a lot of this stuff is, if it's hitting, it's, because that hook is pretty big, right? Yeah. It's got to have a decent sized mouth to get that in there. Yeah, if we don't get a bite under this rock in the next 5 minutes, we're gonna move. There you go, man. Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
First time seeing a rock crab in real life. Let's go.
Nice one, dude. Well, that's a bite. Oh yeah. Any luck?
No, sir.
Nothing, huh? I was getting some bites. There's something over here. They're in here, man. I felt a couple good hits.
So when you feel like a double hit like that, what type of fish do you imagine that is?
sometimes you'll have a really old eel that's really smart and it'll mouth the bait, but it won't grab the hook. You gotta feed it like 10 times before you get it. Well, nice to put the Mora to use over the top, like that. Keep intention on it. Grab this tag end and pull down.
Bushcraft 101.
Well, he's okay, but James just fell and broke the poke pole, so we had to modify it down here, calling it the snub nose. More efficient killing power. So folks, you often see me carrying this net or just leaving it kind of strapped around my chest, kind of dangling. I really am a proponent of that. You want to make sure it's a very tight weave. And just keep that on your side, because a lot of times what'll happen is if you hook an eel, you pull it out, it may be hooked, but it starts thrashing like crazy. You know, it can't play on a line the same way it would if you were casting out a line. So when it's thrashing all around, it can tear out if it's barely hooked in the lip or something like that, and you'll lose it to the drink. The moment it hits that water, it's gone. So I pull it out, and the first thing I do is just put that net right underneath it, and that way, if it falls right into my net. So that's something. I don't know if it's big, but there's definitely life in there. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Cabezon. Woo! That might be legal, bro. There's a tape measure in that bucket. Dude, beauty.
Wow. Dude, congrats. What a fish. Whoa. That's a cabezon.
This is a cabezon, yeah.
15 inches is the mark we're looking for, y'all.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's
like
like
16, 17.
Yep.
I mean, because you got a little bit more lip up here.
Yep. 17, man.
17. Let's go!
That is a beaut.
Brain him.
Yeah. Boom.
Great day.
Dude, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so James just caught his first cabezon on a poke pole as well.
Yeah, that's my first poke poling victory, so we will take it.
No skunk. Gee. All right, we're gonna go forage some mussels, and then we're gonna do a little, I don't know, one pot shellfish boil thing, and figure out, I guess, what we're gonna do with that cab as well.
Nice.
Well, I think the trap worked.
Yep.
Wow, that's a big one hanging on. Yeah, we got a few.
So James is walking over from poke pulling. We're gonna grab some mussels now. So I said I was gonna talk about the antiquity of this. Mussels, California mussels, that's a specific species, not just saying they're from California. This is Mytilus californianus. I have personally excavated these from archaeological sites going back 4,200 years here in California. And my colleagues have excavated these from sites that go back, I think, at least 11,000 years. Harvesting mussels like this is totally sustainable if we just take one here, you know, that kind of a thing. But some people will come out and they'll do it illegally. So we can only use our hands legally to harvest these. Some folks will come out and they'll use a pry bar, they'll use a screwdriver or something like that. They'll loosen up the bed and they'll strip the entire thing. That's totally not sustainable. That's not what we want. We want to take a few here and there. You take some decent sized ones to bring home, you know, about the size you'd find in the store. And then we'll leave the little ones, and by removing those bigger ones, it gives more food for the little ones to grow. So it keeps it sustainable, and that way we can continue to do this for generations and generations, as it's been done for thousands of years here. All right, well, I completely forgot to do the giveaway. Going back here after doing some editing, and I went through all the comments. Thank you all so much. I got some really, really good ones, some heartfelt ones, some funny ones. It was kind of tough to choose the winner. If you weren't privy to the last video, the idea here is I've been guiding locally here up and down the California coast, but mostly here in the Bay Area. And I just wanted to give away one more opportunity for someone to come join me free of charge and just have a good time. Maybe we'll shoot a collab, something like that. Anyway, I read through all the comments, and the one that stuck with me most is Joanne McConnell. It says, well, Kevin, I had a heart attack 4 years ago at 38 and almost died. I'm 38, so ever since I've got my second chance at life, I've been facing my fears and doing things I've never done before. I've never foraged and haven't fished since I was 6. I would love the opportunity to log an experience with you in my second chapter of my life. Thank you. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, Joanne, I'm glad you're still with us. You got to come with me. Let's go catch some stuff and have a good time. Oh yeah, bring a +1 if you want, huh? Anyway, folks, let's get back to the cooking.
So then I just break it in half?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Wow.
It's dead and clean, and all we gotta do is remove the guts and gills.
That works like a charm. Sweet.
Alright, let's see the other side.
Not bad, a little choppy, but pretty nice.
Butter, thyme, oregano, got a little onion, bay leaf, a little garlic, Old Bay, and about 1 part white wine to 2 parts water.
Never seen garlic bread done like this. Looking pretty good.
Alright. Well, I know you guys can barely hear us because the surf is pounding out there, but we got some bowls of some delicious stuff here. This is what I normally cook when I take people out on guided adventures.
Ooh, just dropping a little soup.
Oh, that's alright, it's an offering.
Yeah, right?
We got a little mussels, we got some rock crab in there as well. And then James cooked up the cabezon.
Here we go.
Got some garlic bread because that goes great with shellfish. Chip a tooth.
Noted.
I'm gonna dip it right in this broth. Dude, mussels are like the most underrated, most delicious thing. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. So shells just...
They came from here. There's
Yeah.
mussel shells all over. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Cool.
It's the one place where I'm like, yeah, discard it right where you found it.
Oh, that's...
Alright, I gotta get into that fish before we get into the crab.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard. Put that one right there. So the cabezon, you want to leave that skin on. It's got no scales. You don't have to scale it or anything. It's very fatty, quite delicious. Perfectly cooked. Look at that, flaking right down to the skin. That's what we want. Still nice and juicy. Good job, man.
Sweet. Cheers.
Cheers.
What a catch, too.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's serious.
Oh man. Dude, that's a good fish, right?
I'm glad we went just salt and butter.
Yeah.
This just seems like pure fish. Like, that's what it's supposed to taste like.
Just gonna grab a rock with a nice light little wrap. You don't want to crush it, you just want to crack it. Look at that. Fatty, delicious, perfect. Oh dude. Bro. Don't lose it. Ah, don't lose it.
It's hanging by a thread. There we go.
Oh man. Thank you so much for watching. Check out James's channel.
James Mizuki, M-I-Z-U-K-I.
We were just saying, I think this is one of my favorite catch and cooks. Like,
Likewise.
we just had a great time.
Seriously.
Dude, and serious feast. And we were also remarking, we did this with 50-cent poke poles, a couple extra hooks that we lost, maybe 10 bucks in bait. All in all, I think it was under 20 bucks, and we are eating like kings right now.
This garlic bread's amazing too. Lathered in the sauce. Oh, you killed it, man.
It's a nice little touch. Dude, the cabezon, you killed it, man. That was freaking delicious.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking, when I was cooking, I was a little worried.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope I don't ruin this, but when we were eating, I was like, oh, I kind of snapped with that.
Dude, that was
it was
bomb.
good.
That was bomb. All right, check out James's channel. I'll leave a link in the description and one of those things around here you can click on. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Always love hearing back from you. And until next time, keep the old ways alive.
Sir.
Here's your outtakes. Oh. You all right?
Yeah, I feel so bad. I broke your pole, I think.
Oh, that's all right. We'll fix it.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No, we'll fix it. It's all good.
Okay. I was like, no, I felt it break. Oh.
You just wanted to go for a dive.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
My waders are leaking like crazy. These things have leaked since the very first day I got them. Made by Lacrosse, I believe. My recommendation is don't buy Lacrosse. I'm just gonna try and get my tripod like rubbed into as much crab juice on this rock as I can. I didn't think that was actually gonna make the outtakes. I was just gonna tell you who the winner was, but that just made the outtakes.